Good morning, day 10 of recording myself every day. I'm actually in my bathroom because my friend was drunk as fuck when I woke up. It was like 6:45, and I opened my door, and my door's right connected to the outside, and the front door was wide open. So I was like, uh-oh, I know something's wrong. But he seems fine. I hope he's okay. And then I have my friends coming. They're supposed to land in like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna drink AG1 and then do work until they get here. But try to be quiet and respectful, because yeah, I would want the same thing if I was like really drunk. But probably not gonna record for that much for the first half of the day, but try to get as much work in before they get here. And then I set a time to come home, to be home at 2 o'clock, and then I'm gonna try to work for the rest of the day. Yeah.
Here's some clips from us exploring around. This was just some cute Pegasus coffee art. And then there's a few monuments and then a few green spaces. Being from New Orleans, I really appreciate the green and trees because there's not much of that in the city. I'm gonna let this next clip play because I think it's funny.
Bro, imagine having a crossbow and just have people invade you, and you just.
Moving on, just this dude's a bush, but he didn't move during my video. I was super pissed. He was just scaring people. I thought it was really funny, and it was funny on top of that because Sammy, the dude in the videos, was saying how we should do that and like scare people, but with airsoft guns. So he's a little bit slow, but we love him for that.
Good boy.
So I've been out all day. I don't think I've really recorded. I probably had a few clips, but I don't know if I recorded. I didn't record this morning because I thought they were gonna come actually earlier, because she said that they were landing at 7:08. So I woke up at 6:45 so I could like send them a text saying, oh, this is where I live. They can come here. They didn't get here until like 10, 11. So it took like a long time. In the meantime though, I did stay disciplined. I just was doing work with the documentation, and then so I'm like really close to finishing that, and then also doing minor bug fixes with current version of the app I have right now, just stuff I can do very quickly and augment code. So I try to be productive, and then on top of that, I was reading the newsletters that I was behind on. After that, I was hanging out with my friends that came in town basically since now. So it's about 6. I'm going to record, or I'm going to edit yesterday's video. Have to stay disciplined, have to do this work, even though honestly I don't really want to right now. But I have to stick to every day, and I can't let a day slip. And I still think I can get my full day in. It was a rest day today, so I didn't have to go to the gym, nor did I have to nor juggle like full rest day. I juggle 6 days a week, but I have 1 day off. And then I go to the gym 5 days a week, 2 of which are fitness. So, oh my God, I completely lost my train of thought. Going to edit the video, and then I think by that time it'll be ready for me to start going to bed. And I still think I can get everything in just because it was a lighter day. They are planning to hang out tomorrow, so I'm probably going to try to wake up earlier so I can get some work in. Maybe just edit the video so I can have that clear conscious while I'm with them, and then maybe do some work on the documentation. I do have to juggle tomorrow at some point. I might do that as soon as I wake up, although my roommates are coming back in town, so doing it as soon as they wake up might be a little bit rude. Who cares though? Today's video is going to be super short though, because I just haven't really been recording, haven't been talking to the camera, kind of been like a chill day. Especially this is since January, today's April, like mid-April, I haven't really been exploring Madrid. This is the first time I've like gone out and like walked outside Madrid. It was actually really nice. I went to some of the places I went to in January, but some of the places I went to were new, and it was just kind of fun to explore. Madrid's a very walkable city, and even if you don't want to walk, you can take the metro to different places. It's just very nice to get around and have some good food, and then see some friends that I haven't seen for a long time. But even in the times when it's like this, where I'm seeing friends in between, I'm going to try to get as much work in as I can. So that's the plan for now. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to time lapse because I might as well. I will just set it up and then I'll show the camera. My friend who was staying with me left today, but I didn't get to say goodbye. He was a little fucked up last night. So he threw up this morning, and then I was trying to be quiet until my friends got here, but then we were kind of talking, and then we left very quickly after. But he sent me like a video saying like goodbye, and it was very sweet, very nice. If Daniel, you're watching this by chance, I hope everything is well, and I'm glad you could have stayed. Okay. She living my dream still. Yeah, give me that shit, brother. Good boy. Oh, it was. What? Dude, you should have ran. You should have moved. You should have used those two in-game legs of yours and used them. What? Weak? He was open. Perfect awareness. Those were the worst runs I've ever fucking seen. What is going on? I don't agree with these passes right now. Dude, like, what are you doing? Oh my god, I'm getting so fucking frustrated because these shits are so fucking, like... Yeah, because there is no pass. They're all standing still. How do I move so much? Why do I move so much to the fucking camera every single time I'm doing this shit? I realize I'm, like, way too close to it. Did 2 sessions. Neither of them were that great. Gonna do my end of day recap right here. So honestly, probably the shortest video I'll ever have, maybe even under 10 minutes unless I decide to yap on for a while, but I want to go to sleep at a reasonable time and I still have to do my meditation, my journaling, and my reading, so I'm probably going to keep this a little bit short. I already mentioned I don't even think I did the time lapse of when I was doing work. When I got home, it took me a little bit to actually get started on the editing because I spent like almost an hour trying to find an AI editor so that I could save time in my editing. But I was so stressed. I probably started editing around 7:15, maybe a little bit closer to 7:30. I was so stressed while editing. I made sure to watch all the talking points, but I decided that I was going to not edit out in between for 2 reasons. 1, because I want to edit faster. 2, because I want to show y'all the mess ups that I have when talking so that you can see the difference from when I'm just like, you can see the difference from me now, and then hopefully in the future when I keep on posting every day, I'll get better at talking, I'll get better at pausing, I'll get better at like having a train of thought from the start of me recording to the end of me recording. So in order for y'all to get the best out of that, you have to be able to see the parts where I mess up. If I edit out all the parts where I mess up, where I have a pause, where I say a filler word like, but, so, and then pause, or just have a filler word when I'm talking, you guys are not going to get as much out of it as you would seeing kind of the raw footage. So helping you guys, but also helping me because it saves time so that I don't have to do a little bit of quick edits between clips. That being said, I still am going to watch all the clips where I'm talking so that I can see where I'm messing up and consciously position that in my mind so that when I'm doing a video next time, like right now or in the future, that I'm trying really hard to not mess up in the same way that I was previously, or in better words, just improve upon my talking. After I got my editing, after I finally decided that an AI editor was way too expensive, plus they wouldn't even do what I wanted them to do. I would have had to pay like $50 a month for me to get the right amount of transcript hours. It was really cool in the fact that it would automatically make captions, and then they have these really cool caption things where the words appear as I'm saying them. However, that's not worth $50 a month, especially since I'm kind of starting out this by myself and not making any income from it, and this is kind of just a side project to help other people, not really my main thing that I'm looking to make money from. It's supposed to help people realize how they don't need to be the best immediately, but over time you can work and get better and eventually you'll become something. It took me about 30 minutes to edit. No, I think I had a little bit, 52 minutes in footage. It probably took me about 45 minutes to edit that footage, which is a lot faster than what I usually do. I think having the urgency, having the, oh my God, I really need to finish this fast, makes the editing process, makes me doing work a lot faster because I'm not kind of taking my time and going through it. And especially for these videos, it's okay because I expect these to be rough, even if I spent like a lot of time working on them. And it's not even like I'm not doing the same editing that I would do if I took my time. It's just that I'm trying to be as efficient as possible because I want to go to sleep. But in the future, I'm going to try to continue the same way and being efficient and edit what I need to so that I don't take a lot of time that I don't waste time on editing that I don't need to when I could have just really been focused on being efficient and doing that. After editing, I took a cold shower. This is gonna be a little gross, but on days I don't work out, which is one day a week, I usually don't take a shower. But I have the habit tracker to take a shower.
This is Evan in editing, decided to freeze frame. I can't believe I didn't say cold shower. Like, that was so obvious. Taking a shower every day is not like a habit I need to track.
Not, yeah, I have the habit tracker to take a shower every single day. So I'm taking a shower every single day. And I really didn't want to do it. And it sucked. But sometimes you just have to do hard things. The things aren't going to get easier. You're just going to get stronger or better at them so that it seems easier, but that's only because you are a stronger person. And I think that's a really important thing to notice. My shower today, I was not very motivated today to do work because I just gone out and walked for hours with my friends like around Madrid. I came home and I wasn't really feeling like, oh yeah, I want to get into the work mood right now. But I did my editing. I took my cold shower. I did my be your best. I did another session because the first session didn't meet my standards, so I had to do another one. And even though both of them weren't great, that's okay. Like all I can do at the end of the day is keep putting in the work. And if I fail, I feel like that just means that I have to put in more work. Yeah. To end of the day, I'm going to do meditation and then journal and then read, go to sleep, wake up early tomorrow, stick to I'm trying to go back to a alarm clock because I just found that I was wasting a lot of time in the day, and ChatGPT suggested it would be good because then I could set my circadian rhythm. However, they also suggested that I go outside in the first 10 minutes of the day and get some sunlight, but it doesn't get light here until 9 a.m., 8 a.m., so that doesn't really help. And then it doesn't get dark until 9 p.m. Crazy. I've never had, especially during like closer to summer, never had this like sunlight hours before, how it gets dark still not late in the day, but late in the morning relatively for what I'm used to. And then it will still be light at 9 p.m. And then when I went to France years ago, I remember we were out and about and it was 11 p.m. and it was still light outside. And I was like, what is going on? Like, this physically, like, literally doesn't make sense. I think they're just in the wrong time zone because I think Europe is in entirely one time zone. So it might be fixed for like Eastern Europe, but Western Europe just gets absolutely like butt fucked because they're so like geographically to the left of the rest of Europe. So it feels like it should be like 7, not even 7, but like 8 p.m. when it starts to get. Is 8 p.m. like a regular time when it gets dark? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know when it gets dark. Like, I don't really notice it. I just notice it gets dark very late here. I feel like I had a lot of rant, a lot of like passion in that like everything I was talking about, I was like, grr, that's ridiculous. I can't believe I'm gonna leave that in. Day 10 completed. 10 days of posting. Wish it could have been a little bit more special in terms of me maybe dropping some better wisdom or me having some cooler videos, but gotta do what we gotta do. 4-day 100 video. Will do something special. Not really sure what yet. I'll probably be in Croatia at that time, so I might do a full like demo of my either the nutrition app and or the calendar app to really give you like in-depth advice on what I'm doing, and hopefully at that point I'll be a little bit farther along in both, but we'll see where that goes. I mean, that's a lot of days. Actually, I probably won't even be in Croatia. I might be back in Spain at that point. 100 days is 90 days is 3 months, and then today's April, so April, May, June, July. Oh no, I'll be in Croatia. So it'll be the back half of Croatia, and it might even be like Iliendan, which would be absolutely sick. If Iliendan is on the 100th day, oh my god. Because that's a big celebration in the small little town that I'm from that everyone comes to. Everyone who lives in the village goes in. We set up tables and we grill like pork and lamb, and it's just a good time. It's like a mini holiday. It's, yeah. But until then, gonna work as hard as I can, gonna post every single day, or I don't know, I'm gonna do my punishments, which I don't want to do, which is why I'm doing this stuff right now. But end of day 10, talk to y'all tomorrow.